He designed homes for celebrities such as Frank Sinatra and Lucille Ball. And tonight you can learn more about Architect to the Stars. Here to tell us more about Paul R. Williams' architectural visions from Hollywood to Fort Wayne is chairwoman of Indiana Landmarks Black Heritage Preservation Program, Roberta Ridley, and collections and education manager of the Auburn Duesenberg Automobile Museum, Madison Otten. Good morning.
Good morning.
So tell me about this program you're bringing to the library later today.
Well, I would imagine would better come from Madison to say bringing it to it, because we did converse on a potential partnership to enlighten more people about Paul Revere Williams and the connection to Fort Wayne. And from my perspective and from my connection, his connection comes along with Dr. Theodore Roosevelt Borders, who was the first African-American full-service family physician in Fort Wayne for primarily African-American people. And Paul Revere Williams designed his home. And it was a very controversial time for Dr. Borders to build a home, particularly where he chose to build that home. That home is located at 1802 Nevada, which is at the intersection or corner, if you will, of Nevada and North Anthony Boulevard. During that particular time in our history and social attitude, we'll say, there was no they did not allow African Americans to live beyond Lewis Street in Fort Wayne. And so it was a very controversial undertaking on the part of Mr. and Mrs. Borders, and they had to go through some legal battles, even though they had paid cash for the land to build this home. And so we're going to talk about that.
Amazing.
And how does Paul Revere Williams get involved with, shall we say, upper income African American family in Fort Wayne, Indiana, out of Los Angeles, California?
Yeah, they're quite a ways apart.
A little bit.
And Madison, tell me a little bit about how the Auburn Duesenberg Museum plays a role in this as well.
Yeah, so at the museum we tell the story of the Auburn Automobile Company, and one of the CEOs of the company was E.O. Cord. He was really the visionary of the company. We have a whole gallery dedicated to him. And in that gallery we talk about his two grand homes, Cord Haven and Circle L Ranch. And both of those homes were built by Paul Williams, the architect we're talking about today. So when we got together with Roberta and we were discussing local African American figures in Fort Wayne's history, we connected with the Paul Williams story. So I think it's interesting, both the museum and Auburn and Fort Wayne has this connection with a really famous and amazing architect, Paul Williams.
Yes, absolutely. And if you would like to attend the Paul R. Williams Architectural Visions from Hollywood to Fort Wayne, it is happening today at 1 p.m. The event will be held at the Allen County Public Library Main Branch Genealogy Lecture Hall. It is free and open to the public, where you can learn about the first African-American member of the AIA and his iconic homes and landmarks. And you can catch a recap of this interview later today on Wayne.com.